Work hard, don't need rest. No breaks when you're chasing success. You snooze, you lose, no redos. Only get one shot, there's no sequel. Have fun, love what you do. Live right, be your own individual. Stay sharp, play smart, this is your life. I don't know much, but I know you don't live twice. Don't waste it, yeah, don't waste it, yeah, don't waste it.
Hello and welcome to Unsung Heroes, where we have some of our most heroic citizens found in your very own communities. I'm your host, Chrissy Morales. And on today's episode, I have a very dear friend of mine and also the co-founder of ACORN, Andrea Hall. Hi, Andrea. Welcome.
Well, hello, Chrissy Morales. It's so good to see you and so great to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. How could I not? You are just such a wonderful person.
Oh, thank you.
So, Andrea, let's tell the audience what ACORN is.
Well, ACORN is an acronym that stands for Association of Community Organization Reform Now.
And what do they do? What did they do?
Well, we're an organization of low and moderate income people, and we work and activate for change.
And you went all different places, right?
Yes.
Only, what were the locations?
I'm one of the co-founders of ACORN. ACORN started in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay.
So the governor at that time was Bill Clinton. So he was quite familiar with our group. And as a co-founder, I would travel twice a year to Little Rock, Arkansas.
Nice.
And there we would meet with other ACORN people and unsung heroes from around the country.
When you say unsung heroes, what did they do?
Well, what they did was they didn't get a lot of recognition because they were low and moderate income people, and those were our issues. And as you know, sometimes the government doesn't particularly focus on low and moderate income people's issues.
Wow.
And we always had to do things to bring it to their attention. So we were social change, and we activated all around the country, United States. So as a result, as ACORN grew, because the symbol of ACORN is the mighty oak tree.
Ooh, and what does that stand for?
Well, it stands for the growth, and new branches.
Okay.
And we began to branch out across the United States.
Wow.
And as that happened, I traveled from one city to the next. And what did we do? We had meetings. We did door knockings. We let people know that they didn't have to sit back and accept things the way that they were a mighty force for change.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That truly is amazing.
It really is.
And what did you do? How did that impact you? Like, what motivated you to keep on doing this?
One of the things that motivated me was when an ACORN organizer came to Southwest Philadelphia, where I lived, and did door knocking. And she wanted to know what we wanted to see change in our community. And I live right down the street from a recreation center called King Sesson Recreation Center. And it was falling apart. And we said we wanted our children to be able to go there and have activities. But the place was in deplorable condition. So that was one of the things that turned me on.
Okay.
That made me say, well, could I make a change locally where I lived? And they said, sure, let's join with ACORN. And that is what got me started as an activist.
Now, were there any times when you were an activist that you felt discouraged? Was there something that threw you off?
Yes, I felt discouraged many times because we would go to the government organizations and the people who were Congress people and senators and people that were in charge of the money flow for our community center. And oftentimes we were told no, they didn't have the money.
How did that make you feel?
It made me feel really terrible.
I bet.
But it also motivated me to continue on doing social change.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so amazing that we finally got someone to say, yes, we have the money. Our congressman for our area, and he brought in thousands of dollars to rehab the King Sussan Recreation Center. And it is a part of history because Bill Clinton came to our recreation
I saw that picture you had. That was amazing.
Yes, it was amazing.
Did you personally get to communicate with him?
Oh, yes. I was one of the hosts at one of our houses. We were rehabbing houses in the community, which was one of our big projects. And Bill Clinton promised, he said, if you work hard and get me elected as president, I will bring you to the White House.
Wow.
And I want you to know, and America to know, he kept that promise. And I was one of those people that went to the White House representing my community, Southwest Philadelphia, on the issue of housing.
Truly inspirational.
Yes.
What was it that you said over there when you got there that motivated and pushed these people to push the agenda?
Well, when we got to the White House, we met in the famous Roosevelt room. It's that room where a lot of the military met and had a huge table there, round table, and we had people from all over ACORN land, we called it, all over America with the same agenda, housing. Abandoned and left houses.
And you were trying to push for that.
Yes, we pushed for those houses to be rehabbed so that people could move into them. And one of the great experiences was that traveling around the country, I saw adult grown men cry because they finally had a chance to own a home.
And that's all because you pushed for that and you made that impact.
To raise their families in and to move their mothers in. It was certainly worth all of the work and all of the effort and all of the facing down the government, going to jail. That was all part of it.
Now, did any of the members go to jail or get...
Yes, we had members that went to jail on a regular basis. Because what we did was we conducted social change. And that meant oftentimes going where you weren't invited.
Did you ever go anywhere you weren't invited? I'm sure she did.
Yes. It was a constant. And but one thing we learned about politicians is always cover the back door. Because if they knew you were coming in the front door, they would run.
You were going to be removed. Forget it.
No, they would go out the back door in order not to face us, not to face the people.
So did you split up?
Yeah, we split up and we had a contingent at the back door. So the politicians could not get away from ACORN.
That's good. That was a tactic there.
Yes, it was.
Was there something that you continually kept doing that really worked for you guys?
Yes, that was direct action.
Okay.
And that meant you wrote a letter and you asked for what you wanted. You waited for the reply, which was always, no, we don't have any money. And then you wrote another letter and said, well, we're coming to see you.
Ta-da! Surprise! She's there, guys.
That's right. And we would turn up, and many times we would shut the office down. You know, we did whatever was necessary to be heard, that our government would hear us.
How many members did you say split up into different areas of ACORN? Like they went to different locations throughout the United States, right?
Yes, twice a year, we had something called a national meeting were delegates, which I was a delegate also. I wore many hats. I was the president of ACORN,
Wow,
which was
look at
my
that.
local grassroots organization. I was a delegate, a national delegate for ACORN. I was a co-founder of ACORN.
You did it all.
We did it
Andrea,
all.
you did it all.
Yes, we wore
What would you say
many
was your
hats.
most favorite position? What was it that you really liked?
I think I liked the associate because I traveled. We went to St. Louis, we went to San Francisco, we went to Chicago.
That's the dream right there.
Yeah,
and
we
you were
met
touching
all
lives
over.
there.
Yes, we were changing lives. And the
Changing.
thing is, we were empowering people to realize that they didn't have to accept a no. And oftentimes they asked us, what part of no don't you people understand? And we said, we don't understand no. We're here to get a yes.
Right.
And many times we did get that yes.
That's great.
Yes.
Now, was there a time where they said no and you gave up, or you just kept pushing?
We never gave up. That's what made us unsung heroes.
Right,
We never
right.
quit. We just kept pushing like
That's why
they
you're
said
here,
yes.
Andrea. That's why you're here. Can
Yes.
we give her a round of applause for just being so amazing?
Well, thank you, Chrissy.
Andrea, you truly are so inspirational. Is there something that really stuck with you throughout this entire journey?
Yes, one of the main things that my mentors taught me, I had great mentors, and that was, we had a slogan, the people united will never be defeated.
That's
And
right.
that is so true. If you just keep knocking, if you just keep writing letters, if you just keep saying, I don't understand, no, you can make a change. There is so much power in the people. It's the people power that makes a huge difference in the world today.
Can you elaborate on the people power? What does that mean to you?
Well, that meant to me that you kept going to meetings. As I said, I was my local president. Every month we had a meeting at the King Sesson Recreation Center.
Okay.
And the community knew, and they would come every month on time. If we had one person, if we had two people, if we had three people, you never give up. And that is what made us strong and make us grow like the oak tree. Yes.
Now, was there anything that people said to you that motivated you?
Yeah, because people weren't kind. The government officials weren't saying kind things to us because they didn't want to see us.
What were they saying to you?
They were saying, why are you coming here? Go get a job. Well, how are you going to get a job if there's no job available? They put you down, in other words. They had very negative words for us whenever we came forth.
Now, did the community reach out? Did they really stand up? What was your outcome?
Oh, yes, the community stood up because we didn't let them do anything else. We were on the telephone. We were door knocking. We were putting flyers in the community.
Right.
And inviting people to come to meetings. And it was turned into a family thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they became like a family.
Yes,
to you.
because you went and told your aunt, and you told your uncle, you told your mother. I got my mother involved, and she
Really?
she was my secretary for years.
Wow, look at that.
And if I went to jail anywhere in the United States, I would call her and let her know what was going on.
And Mama
Yes.
came to the rescue.
Mother came to the rescue. Little did she know she was being my secretary, but she was.
That was the incognito secretary there.
Yes, yes.
Well, coming up, we'll find out what makes Andrea an unsung hero. Here we are again on Unsung Heroes, and I'm here with Andrea Hall. And we're dying to know, Andrea, what makes you an unsung hero?
Well, what makes me an unsung hero is that ACORN was so totally, more or less, unconventional. And we didn't do things the way that other groups did them. We had our own unique way of creating social change.
What's that unique way? Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, because we did direct actions, which meant that you always ended up someplace where you weren't invited.
I know you said that earlier. Yes. So you had that risk.
Yes, we had the risk. Of almost
getting in trouble, but you're doing something.
We did get in trouble. Many members were jailed, went to jail, and we always would support those that went to jail. And we were in a situation where we were literally breaking into meetings. It made us very unpopular, so that led to us being unsung heroes. Yes.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Does everybody here agree that she's an unsung hero? Yeah. Like, yes. And you said that there was other members.
Yes.
And they're here today. They're out in the audience.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Most people around me all know about ACORN, or they're ACORN members. They were ACORN members at one time. And we had whole entire families that were ACORN members.
Now, what's going on with ACORN now?
Well, ACORN at this point in time hasn't been active for quite a few number of years.
Why is that?
And to my chagrin, because a lot of things happened that brought the organization down, so to speak.
What are those things?
And they were sad, because we started receiving government funding. We started out with just regular membership funding, and one of our goals was not to take government money, because then government can tell you what to do.
Oh, I see.
And when government got involved, that's when we started losing our power base. But ACORN will always be remembered.
That's right.
ACORN is in the history books. Anyone can go online and read about ACORN and find out.
And you said you have something very special coming up. What are the next plans for you? I know.
Oh, my next plans, and this is on my bucket list, is to produce a documentary about ACORN. And the people that you see out here today, oh, I have plans for them.
Yeah, you hear that, folks? She has plans for you.
I have plans for them, as well as you, Chrissy.
I know. I'm going to be a huge contributor to that.
Yes, you are.
And you said you contacted Steve Harvey.
Yes, I contacted Steve Harvey and Ellen DeGeneres and Oprah. And
Nancy Drew.
Yes.
So she's going to be doing great things, folks.
Yes.
Keep an eye out for the next documentary that's coming up for her.
Yes.
And I have a very special gift to give you.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do. On behalf of Unsung Heroes, I would like to give you an Unsung Hero Award.
Oh, thank you, Chrissy.
You're welcome.
Look at that. And Chrissy, she is so full of surprises.
I always am. I try to pull stuff out of my...
She does. She does a great job. I thank you so much.
You did a great job, and you're continuing to do a great job.
Yes. Oh,
just doing this whole movement of ACORN. Everyone is so proud of you. Can we give her one more round of applause, everyone?
Thank you. I have to applaud them. They brought me out here today, my good friends. And we didn't get lost one time.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's all that matters. You made it here. Okay.
Yeah, they were just beautiful.
Andrea.
They're my unsung heroes.
Aww. Well, I want to thank you for being on Unsung Heroes today.
Oh, thank you.
Until next time, everyone, I'm Chrissy Morales. Hey guys, this is Chrissy Morales here, the producer and host of Unsung Heroes, and I'm looking for someone like you to be on my show. If you think you have what it takes to be an unsung hero, email me at tvunsungheroes@gmail.com. All right, let's take some selfies.